Good evening and welcome to North Penn News, another edition of our weekly series here at North Penn. I'm Joel Brown, along with Trish Williams, returning from vacation. Today we begin at the Educational Service Center, where on Thursday the North Penn School Board accepted a preliminary budget for the 1996-1997 school year. The budget was passed by a board vote of 6-3. Board members Allen, Krieger, and Whites voted against the budget. Cuts in North Penn's reading program, a freeze on additional teachers and at the elementary school level, and reductions in computer equipment helped to bring the expenditures down. The preliminary budget, if passed as a final budget, will bring a $17.3 million increase to current school taxes. The North Penn School Board must pass a final budget by June 30th of this year.
The North Penn High School Senior Prom was held at the Sunnybrook Country Club and was a great success. Nearly 600 students were in attendance at this year's prom and had a great time dancing to the sounds of Swamp Sound. After the prom, many students participated in the post-prom party held at High Point Athletic Club.
And this year's graduating class has another reason to smile as commencement approaches, as their class will go down as the first in district history to have 4 valedictorians. The four-way tie is between June Choi and Brian Questad, both attending Harvard in the fall, and Alvaro Luna and Kristen Herbert, who will both be attending the University of Pennsylvania. As a result of the tie, the 96 class will not have a salutatorian. And for all wondering, commencement for the class of 1996 will be held June 13th at 7 p.m. in the beautiful Crawford Stadium.
The museum at North Penn was held last week in the North Penn High School Gymnasium. The collection ranged from kindergarten artworks to 12th grade art. Each of the 17 schools represented. Departments from art, visual communication to technology education also displayed their projects.
At the second annual Transportation Breakfast Awards ceremony, 45 North Penn bus drivers were honored. The event held at Penndale Middle School was a part of National Transportation Week and was, according to the coordinator of the transportation, John Cotran, one way of saying thank you to the drivers for their professionalism and dedication to the district. The drivers were presented with Safe Driving Awards and recognition for safe driving in 5-year increments. 2 drivers and 1 staff member received special recognition, including engraved plaques and gift certificates. Lee Gemmen was honored for 25 years of dedication to the students. Jill Alabak and Sandy Allowen were each given Driver Extraordinaire Award for 30 years of skill, dedication, and service, which is exemplary and unequaled.
The North Penn High School will be administering final exams June 10th through the 12th. Seniors will take the exams on June the 10th, which is a Monday, and 11th, while sophomores and juniors will be tested every day.
You know, Pembroke Middle School hosted a very special composer at this year's spring concert, and North Penn News reporter Zach Siswick has the story.
On Tuesday, May 14th, the Pembroke 7th grade concert band presented a special performance under the direction of Jeff Miller. It was a medley of 5 Israeli folk songs entitled Israeli Potpourri. They were written by well-known arranger, vocalist, and keyboard player Peter Sokolov.
And we challenged the kids a little bit because they should be challenged. It shouldn't be so easy as if they can fall off a log. There should be some difficulty involved in it, but not so difficult as to frustrate them. That's the worst thing you could do. Hoping that you stick with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because even through college, you'll have what to do with music. Also, by the way, it's scholarship business.
The project was funded by a grant from the North Penn Education Foundation. For North Penn News, I'm Zach Siswick.
The last chance to take the SATs on June 1st, 1996. Interested students should stop by the transcript office, room F25 at the high school, and mail the application directly to the College Board located in Princeton, New Jersey.
High school principal Dr. Juan Bon is extending his yearly invite to this year's Academic plus Athletics plus Activities equals Excellence at North Penn High School. It will be held Thursday, May 23rd from 7:30 to 9:30 in the high school auditorium. For all who don't know, A plus A plus A is a special evening created to bestow honor upon district students who have won recognition at the regional, state, national, and international levels. Along with academic and athletic activities, students will be acknowledged in their contributions in a wide variety of activities. So come on out the 23rd to celebrate the accomplishments of our students.
The Penn Field 8th and 7th grade concert bands performed in Manhattan's Lincoln Center on May 15th, thanks to arrangements made by the Lincoln Center and the Penfield Music Department. The bands got a taste of an audience outside of North Penn and enjoyed the concert as much as the spectators. Congratulations to these fine young musicians.
Students at Montgomery Elementary School listened to a special performance by Mr. Staley's string students. 4 students performed a special half-hour concert in the library. The special talents of these musicians are evident. Look for an expanded concert of this quintet on North Penn Television in the coming weeks.
North Penn school nurses are reminding the community that May is National High Blood Pressure Month. That's right. Since many people have high blood pressure without symptoms, they advise you to have your blood pressure checked. Don't put it off. Stop and see your school nurse or your family physician for a blood pressure checkup today.
As in past years, North Penn's community education program is offering several enrichment opportunities for area youth this summer. The popular Performing Arts Camp, under the direction of Will and Susie Legal, will be held with 2 consecutive 3-week sessions beginning July 8th. The 8th also marks beginning of summer art classes, which will run for 1 day a week for 4 consecutive weeks. Drawing classes are for students entering grades 3 through 10 in September. Other classes include animation and 1 in photography. For further information on any of these opportunities, call the Community Ed office at 368-0400 extension 206 or 207.
Upcoming events in North Penn. Upcoming events in the district that you might want to jot down begin Thursday, May 23rd at 5:30 p.m. with the Culp Arts Festival and Open House. Then at 7, Montgomery hosts its Clothesline Art Show / dessert evening. And at 7:30, Penfield 7th grade choruses perform. The high school's A+A+A Excellence program gets underway on Friday, May 24th. Gwynedd Square, Gwynnor, Montgomery, and North Wales have their prospective Olympic days. And at 5:30, the second and final night of the Culp's Art Festival and Open House. Also on Friday, carrying into Saturday, will be the PIAA Championship at Shippensburg. And finally, on Monday, all North Penn schools will be closed in observation of the Memorial Day holiday.
You're resting up on Memorial Day. Let's take a break and talk about the exciting world of North Penn High School sports. First, congratulations are in order to some of North Penn's Suburban 1 national title winners. The girls softball team and lacrosse team, as well as both boys and girls track teams, won their titles. Unfortunately, the girls soccer team came up short in a recent game, tied 2-2 with 2 overtimes and 2 sudden death periods. This has been a good year for North Penn, and looking forward to an very exciting season next year.
Well, that is it for this edition of North Penn News. Thanks ever so much for watching. Tune in next week. For North Penn Television, on behalf of Joel Brown, I'm Trish Williams. Good night.
Billy wants to work on airplanes when he grows up. Maybe one that you fly in. Now, would you like this free booklet of simple ways you can help improve his education? Call 1-800-96-PROMISE. Sally wants to be a surgeon someday. Maybe she'll operate on you. Now, would you like a free booklet of simple ways you can help improve her education? Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.
Hi, welcome to another Science Break. My name is Joe Maglotti. I'm a volunteer with the Merck Institute for Science Education. Today, we'll be talking about polymers. Polymers are all around us. We see them in our household. Toothbrushes, plastic knives and forks, plastic soda bottles, even Tupperware. Everything is made out of polymers. Polymers stands for many parts. Poly meaning many, mer meaning a part. Think of a freight train. It has many cars. Each car is a part. If we put them together, we formed a polymer train. You might be aware of some of the toys that are in toy stores known as slime or gack. Today we'll be making some gack so that you can make that at home with a little bit of Elmer's glue and some borax. The chemical names for glue are polyvinyl acetate and borax sodium tetraborate. But these are big words, but we'll be able to make some gack, which is a small word. We'll make some gack by taking some Elmer's glue and mixing it with equal parts of water. We make the borax solution by taking 1 tablespoon per cup of water and mixing that until we get our borax solution. To make a colored gack, we'll take some food coloring. Today we'll be using some green. We'll add a few drops and mix it up so that we have a nice green color. If you would like to have it a little bit darker, just add more food coloring. Now, to form the gack, we will add some of the borax solution to the Elmer's glue. Stir it up. What do you notice happening? What do we see in our cup? The gack is starting to form. After a few minutes, you can take the gack out of the cup and start playing with it. It'll be a little slimy at first, but if you move it around, it'll start to solidify. You can use a paper towel to wipe your hand, but don't put the gack in the paper towel. It'll begin to stick to it, and then you'll never get it off. After a while, you can play with the gack just as you would with silly putty. You can break it, much like a solid breaks, or you can just let it sit there in your hand, and it'll ooze much like a liquid. To recap, polymers are all around us. You might even think of them as plastic type material, and you can see that in the material that you've made. It almost feels like plastic. So today we've made a polymer that we call gack. Gack is fun to play with, but be careful. Don't get it in any furniture or in any carpeting. It sticks and it won't come out very well. Also, being a scientist, you won't want to taste it. Scientists don't taste anything. Gack doesn't taste very good. You can store gack in a baggie overnight in the refrigerator, and you'll have loads of fun with it in the days to come. For North Penn Television, I'm Joe Maglotti.